You can do what you would. You can work on amendments for the House floor or the Senate floor, which would address your issues. But at this point, it's not allowed. So thank you very much, Senator Summers.
Through you, Madam Chair, I think, if I'm not mistaken, which I may be, but I don't think I am, that we should ask LCO, because I do think that it requires a vote of the committee.
I don't believe so. I've already ruled it out of order, Senator Summers.
Well, then, if I can continue with
Please do.
Statement. So if we are not going to allow an amendment on this bill to include what should be included, I would argue that the fiscal note absolutely needs to include the cost to educate these students that have been displaced from school. So if we are going to unenroll them from an education, including many minority students, which I think is a huge issue, look at the Hartford schools, then the cost to cover their education must be included as a fiscal impact. And if we were to take just the average ECS formula for a student and multiply it times the number of students that could be displaced, we were looking at close to $350 million to educate those students that have been displaced because of this bill. So that cost must be included in a fiscal analysis. It is direct. When this bill says if you don't have the paperwork, you are unenrolled, there's no way that that is indirect. It is a direct consequence of this bill and must be considered. In addition to that, I would argue that those 30,000 students, if they have to be vaccinated, there is a cost there that is not being addressed. That cost is $3.75 million to be able to vaccinate those students. That is a cost that is also not being addressed. So I have great concerns over, albeit not OFA's, issue, because they are only given or provided the information from one organization, but SDE definitely should have been included. And I think every other bill, we look at the municipal impact. So these are all impacts that need to be addressed in this particular fiscal analysis. And therefore, I have no confidence in the numbers that have been brought to us today. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much, Senator Summers. Appreciate your comments.